Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. Alright folks, here we are on Sunday, March 3rd. We're going to take a look at Palantir today. So with news coming out that Palantir wouldn't be joining the S&P 500 just yet at least, I wanted to come in and see if it does have a pullback based on that, where it might find some support. And of course, I still see plenty of positive sort of hopium posts out there, so who knows, it could continue to pin or push, and so we can explore those levels above the current price as well. Now, pulled back after hours just under $24, so we have this 24.17 would be the nearest in resistance, and this 23.10 that would be the nearest in support. Again, just keep in mind that I tried to pull in what I felt were the stronger levels on the chart, and so I left off some more granular levels in between in an effort to not clutter up the chart too much. There's already a ton of levels on this chart, right? So those are the nearest into that after hours finish at 24. Who knows what happens in the pre-market? If it does decide to rise back again, 25.10 and then 26.79 we have on the chart for now. Now, if it does come down, again, not wanting to clutter, but I do think there's probably a level here around 22.25. So if it comes down there, and then obviously we have 21.21 on the chart, 20.01 and 19.19. Now, if it gets toward that 19.19, it isn't a gap there. So there's a gap that it would get into at about 19.76. It would fill it at about 17.87. So quite a drawdown if it does get through that gap. And in between there, like I said, in that gap, we have this 19 level and this 18 level. So, you can see the others down here as well. But, that's probably enough to cover levels-wise for now, since that would be a pretty big move. But, we're going to have to see if the market takes this as a big sort of bearish catalyst, or how it digests it. Like I said, still seeing a lot of positive posts out there. Doesn't necessarily mean anything for what folks and or large institutions will actually do with their money. Now, TTM squeeze indicator was relatively recently triggering and fired, and really nice call out, pushed it right from the mid-range of the channel up out of the upper bound of the channel, has since re-engaged with the channel, which is always what we look for, and we look to see what it does then. Now, the initial reaction was to use this wave cloud / this upper mid-range of the channel as support, often indicating that there's more bullish momentum to exhaust before it draws back in further to the channel and ultimately retests the mid-range, which is sort of like, what we, again, ultimately look for. But sometimes there's some additional momentum in either direction to exhaust before that can happen. So that was sort of an indication of that. We then saw it come up and make this high of 25.69 before, obviously, like we said, coming down and getting drawn down under 24 in the after hours. So, that's going to bring it back into the channel. It's going to bring it back right around the retest of that mid to upper bound of the channel. This is, of course, a dynamic channel, so it changes as candles get put in. So we'll see where this situates when market opens on Monday morning. But yeah, for now, if it does come down and test the mid-range, again, as it sits right now, that's situated at about 22.86. But we'll see where that moves based on Monday's price action, and then the lower bound of the channel all the way down at 20.60. So, those might play some additional factors as well. If for some reason it still has more bullish momentum to exhaust, then maybe it won't come all the way down to the mid-range and gets caught in the wave cloud, or is trying to ride the wave cloud. We'll have to see. Even prior to this, the histogram did have the bullish momentum dying down sort of systematically. So we'll see if that continues to take shape. There certainly can always be hiccup candles, right? You see it here where it was dying down, picked back up, and then died down again. So there can be sort of interruptions from this relatively smooth gear up and then pull down, gear up, pull down. All right, folks, I hope that you've enjoyed your weekend, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.